Okay.
Hello. I
Hi,
am Ralph.
Ralphie.
How are you?
Good.
This
I'm
is
very well. Thank you.
so excited here today. We are joined by the lovely Tracea Bolin coming out of Toano. So we're like neighbors. I'm in Newport News right now. So
Yeah,
I
that's right
might
down
be
the road. I'd say 30 minutes from where I live.
30,
So,
40, yeah, 30, I
yes.
was gonna say 40 minutes tops. So Tracia is joining us today because hello, she's a queen, y'all.
I,
So please just start with telling us, you've got a nice chunky title and I don't want to mess it up, but tell everyone who you are and what you represent.
I am your ultimate international Miss to 2022, Miss Elite Maryland, which means I'm in the upper category. Um, and yes, I'm representing the state of Maryland for the Ultimate International Miss Pageant, which I'll be competing for nationals in the end of June, beginning of July, for the Ultimate International Miss Ultimate title to reign for next year. So I'm very excited about that. There's a lot of preparation that goes into that. I was very excited when I won that in January up in Northern Virginia. So it's just been a nice journey since then to be part of the sisterhood and growing together and getting prepared for that. We have actually a lot of incredible things coming up with the pageant. We have a black and gold gala, which is like
Nice.
we're going to dress up in something very like ultimate. There's actually a title and a prize for the ultimate black and gold outfit that somebody's going to be wearing to that. There's a lot of different scholarships involved with this pageant, which is really incredible, which I think is
Wow.
very beneficial for all the girls getting involved. A lot of different avenues you can go to get some kind of scholarship or recognition for the things that you do, to help others and, just participate in all that. So
I love that. And as you know, I am bringing back the fun and the empowerment and the awareness of women and pageants and just all the great things. And you kind of touched on scholarship. So, other than that, like, what would you say, like, touching on the empowerment piece for women who may be aspiring to get into pageants or kind of shied away from it in the past, or maybe been in one in the past and kind of thinking about coming back? Like, what do you feel like as a woman is mostly empowering about, being a pageant queen? I still want to say beauty queen, but it's more than that.
it is more than that. There's a lot involved. If it was just about beauty, I think some people would win on a different level, but it's so much more than that now, especially with the Miss America, that going a totally different direction than originally started, just being more of a beauty, because but pageantry overall, what they're doing is they're really tapping in. This gives women an opportunity to really just discover themselves, like being the ultimate you. Like it's
Hmm.
not really you don't, it's not about comparison. You might say, oh, this girl's got this or that. Comparison is a thief of joy. Never go there. It's not
Hmm.
about that. It's not about who you're competing with. It's about yourself and taking this opportunity to bring your best self up to the plate. Like,
Hmm.
this is me. This is what I have to offer. This is the things I've done in my community, in my world. This is what I want to do to help others around me and make a difference. Your ultimate you right there. And then also, I think pageantry helps us, dig a little deeper. Like, we might not want to, it is not about all hitting the gym, but if you want to hit the gym to say, hey, I think I want to be a little bit more physically fit, it drives you to help maybe make yourself a little bit better. Like, hey, I'm going to start working out a little bit more. I'm going to start presenting myself, because you want to present yourself as your best you.
Right.
Not that you want to be compared to somebody who's size two, but you want to bring yourself your best. What do you look like your best? Like, what does that look
Hmm.
like on you? That's what you want to do. And I think pageantry helps us to pull that out in ourselves. I think that's very important. And it strives us like, like, hey, even for interview, they're like, what is your intentions? Like, who are you? Like, what is your goals? You have to
Hmm.
have that all down. You
Hmm.
have to figure that out. Like, you can't just walk up there and say, hey, I'm just so and so, and I really don't have any goals or dreams. You really want to present to them, I have these dreams and these goals, and this is how I want to help people. This is how I want to change the entire world. So that's
Right.
why you
I
should
love
be in
it.
pageantry.
I love it. I love all the elements of it. Like I said, kind of having that little bit of a history myself. I was, in pageants in my teens and then in my 20s. and then
Oh
just
yeah.
took a strong hiatus and realized that I was just a happier coach and mentor and director. But that's because I feel like, you kind of, for me, I get to, to meet, amazing women like yourself and just be more of an encourager, be more of a mentor, and just share all these fun stories. And that empowerment piece, like I said, it's priceless. And I do feel like we've kind of lost sight, of sometimes all the positives that pageants had. And you really, really touched on it and hit home when you said, one thing I always tell people, I always say, it's becoming the best version of you. And
Yes.
it does
Yes.
kind of help you bring your better self to the plate. You show up like looking your best, feeling your best, and I think that's the empowerment piece. But I do have to touch on something real quick. Even though it's not all about looks, those dresses, the pictures that you sent me.
Oh
Oh
my.
my God. Like people were like, "Oh my God, that burgundy dress though. She is working that burgundy dress." I
Oh
mean, you look stunning. And to me, this is about women also, women not being ashamed of being, you can be beautiful and you can be smart. It's no longer about the pretty girls can't be smart and the smart girls can't be pretty. I mean, how do you feel about knowing that you are bringing the ultimate version of yourself and you can be all things?
I feel empowered as a woman to be able to present myself in the best light possible to others. That also encourages women. You know that? Like
Mhm.
even you said that inspires. We're called to inspire other women to help each other rise up. Together we're stronger as women, you
Mhm.
know? And so I think sometimes women they don't see themselves as they don't see that they can be beautiful or they can present themselves as their best way. So I think when we do that, we're encouraging other women to do the same. They want to
Mhm.
find out more. Say, "Oh, I want to get involved with that. I want to be my best me. I can do that too." You can encourage it. You can do that, girl, too. You go ahead and step up your game. I mean, it's not just some of us. I mean, we're all God has made us all beautiful in our own way, you know. So we all have a different gift and something to share to the world. It's not just this person just has everything. We each have something. I
Mhm.
mean, we each of our fingerprints are different. We definitely each have a different gift to give to everybody, you know. So I think that's encouraging just to see, wow. And when you see another woman, you say, look at this woman who she is. I mean, she is fearfully and wonderfully made. She's got a special gift and
Mhm.
you have your own. Like nobody else has your gift. Like nobody else has your particular treasure. So it's interesting and I think it's encouraging, you know, for us to see other women shining in their own light. You
Mhm.
know, we all
Mhm.
have a different light to give, and that's encouraging to each other. It's not about one is better than the other. It's about, girl, be a woman and be encouraged, you know,
Mhm.
be let's lift each other up. Let's all shine a light. And then we're shining a light, it makes other feels bright too, you know? You can't
I
help
love
it. You can't stay in the dark if you see somebody
it.
shining the light because that light's shining on you, right?
I love it. And you know what? And I always find, to me, pageants, even though it is a competition, technically a competition, it always feels to me more like a celebration. And I think that's why I
Yeah.
love being in the midst of it. Because if you think about all these women being celebrated, to me, that is what, to this day, and I guarantee you there is not a competition or a pageant that goes by that I do not get teary-eyed at some point. It doesn't matter who it is. I don't have to know anybody there, but there is something that just kinda, I always get a little teary-eyed because I think there is a part of you that kinda makes you if you see someone else doing the thing and you're open and you're receptive, it reminds us that, if she can do it, that means I can do it too. And I think that
Yeah.
that's ultimate in women's empowerment, is seeing someone else as a role model, as an example, like you said, not competition, but just inspiring.
Yes.
And I love that. I mean, that's why I said, wear your crown and banner if you have it, because I think that's part of the
Yes.
fun. Every
Oh,
potential
and
queen wants to see a queen.
oh,
I
I
love
usually
it.
have my pins at the bottom, but I won my casual wear for the pageant. I won my casual wear, and I had a fashionista. So it was pretty cool. I had some other extra little pins on there. So when you win
Oh,
the
I love that.
pageant, you have other little side awards too, for
Hmm.
optionals. That like some people have a talent. They can get up there and sing, and they're awarded accordingly to different. That's why when people are competing for pageants, I will say this: look for the pageant that fits like who you are the best. Like if you have
Hmm.
talent, make sure you're going with one that talent has got scored the highest.
Hmm.
And then interview, I think, is one of the most important things, is because that's where they really get to know you, and your score really, once they get to know you, that kind of sets for the whole rest of the pageant, because I think they like you, they like you. If they don't,
Right.
you could be, like I said, this is one thing. When you compete for a pageant, whether you win or lose, make sure you enjoy the journey, because you could be the perfect peach. I mean,
Hmm.
have everything perfect, but if they're looking for a pear, what are you going to do? You know what I mean? Like, so you're just, so enjoy the journey. So it's not always about if you were the better one or not. It's just, it's all, there's a panel of judges. I think me and you have
Hmm.
both been on the other side. We all have different opinions of what we see out there. And then you just got to bring your best you. And if it's your time, you'll shine. You will. You'll shine, and you'll be the one. But just because you're a perfect peach, it doesn't mean that you're still not perfect. You just weren't the pair that those people are looking for.
For that particular one, I love it. It's just, but yeah, and like you said, it definitely looking into a pageant that kind of maybe suits you more. I have a couple of clients who are interested in competing, and that's one of the things, I said to kind of look for, well, what do you feel your best talents are? What do you have more to what do you have to offer? What message are you trying to broadcast into the world, and kind of line up with that system? Me being with the Miss America program, and 40% of scoring being towards talent. When I'm
Yeah.
out here recruiting, I'm looking, okay, you got to bring your talent game. And
Yes.
we've since banned swimsuit is no longer part of the Miss America program. And so
Yes.
it's really talent and academics. But it is knowing the systems. But, again, I just think that they all should be celebrated. So tell me more about the competition that's coming up for you. You said July, is it? Tell me more
Uh, the,
about
the,
like where it is and what you're doing to kind of prepare for that.
well, the national pageant is the end of June, and it's in
Mhm.
Orlando, Florida, and at the Casa Royale, very
Nice.
fancy, big hotel out there. So we'll be there for the whole week. So it's like we have
Um,
activities planned all week long, and of course, there's different divisions for the
mhm.
Ultimate International Miss. You have all the way to Junior Princess, all the little, each age category. Of course, mine is elite, so mine's the very top age category. I just
That's
turned
all right.
50 this
Elite.
year. So, hey,
We
so
got
we're
to.
bringing it where we are. So
That's all
wherever
right.
you're at, you join the category. So
All
I'm
right.
the women
Right
who,
there with you.
yeah. And so sometimes, of course, this is my first rodeo, but I'm excited about it very, very much. And I love being a part of, the sisterhood, and growing together. And, no matter what now, once you're part of your sisterhood, of your group, of your pageant, you'll be forever sisters. Some of the pageants I've competed in, I still talk to this day. We're still connected all over the world. Some of my international, it's just incredible. It's good part to grow. Um,
Mhm.
inside and give back to others, and you're connected to sisters, and that bringing women together, empowering each other. We cheer each other on from a distance. That's important. It really
Yeah.
is. For the you want to know more about my international, see, there's a black and gold gala.
Hmm.
So I'm looking at my outfit when I'm getting together for that right now.
Can't wait
Want
to
to bring
see that.
something.
I know you're gonna bring it.
I want to bring something like, like
All
I'm gonna
right.
have some ideas. So I really bring in my creativity.
Mhm.
There's a fashionista outfit as part of the preliminary and as the final competition.
Nice.
So I have some pretty neat ideas. I think I get more creative. I'm really like learning to even make some of my own outfits that have
Nice.
kind of add my own personal touch to it, which makes it fun for me because it's more personal. I'm wearing something I created. So
Mm,
I'm out there getting my sewing skills together, and I'm really liking to, you find out what you like, and then you put your ideas
right.
together, and then you're bringing your outfit, saying, so when you come out there, it's not something somebody's seen before. They're going, "Whoa, what's that girl
Wow.
wearing?" Like she's like, and that's part of the fun and creativity that brings with it. No swimsuit for Ultimate International Miss, which
Mhm.
I guess I'm okay with that where I'm at now at my 50-year-old mark. But if we have that, I've done that too. I love that. But
Right.
for this one, it's more focused on interview,
Mm-hmm.
your fashion wear, and then our evening gown. So my evening gown now, that's something with all girls. When the girls come out in their evening gown, it means so
Wow.
much to every woman. That's just a representation. They just want to show exactly like that. Just takes a moment and take it in as who is this person as a woman. Like she wants to present. You always need to present your best. Take your time. Take your time.
I love it. That is
Show off
probably
that gown.
still my
Show off who
favorite.
you are. They
I
should
love
actually
it.
be looking at you more than the gown. Honestly,
Mhm.
they should be seeing. You should be so happy and content with what you have on and who you are. They shouldn't probably even notice the gown because they're look at this woman. She's so happy and look how she's gracing the stage. But
I
yeah.
love it. I love that, and it's true because I remember being a young girl and I was asked to like my first prom. I went to many. Long story, another 15 minutes. But I remember when I
Oh,
came home from that prom, I walked in that night and I had on, this is 80s, the 1980s, something or another. So I just remember having that pretty lacy dress on, white lace. Remember they came up to here, and I just was twirling
and the
around
big
our
hair,
living room.
big hair.
Yes. Actually,
I mean, like
mine's
really,
probably
like
kind of more of a mullet. So I had big bangs and like mullet back, but I'm twirling around in the dress. Nobody's up, I'm just in there by myself, like twirling around because it kind of does something. And there was not a soul in sight, but I felt like a princess in that dress
yes,
and twirling around. And I think I think that's it. I think you're right. I think you put that gown on, and all of a sudden, it's like that little girl that dreamt of being a princess kind of shows up again, and you get
yes,
lost in that again. And
absolutely, yes,
I love it. So I'm very excited because I am looking forward to seeing all the things that you're gonna do going forward. And like I said, definitely going to be calling you about my pageant coming up in October because I'm going to be looking for some qualified judges. So,
yes. I'm
keep your
actually a
eyes open for
certified
that.
Miss America judge. So,
Yes,
well, but now
perfect.
they call it a panel, a selection
Right.
panel. But
That's
but
okay. We are
yes,
neighbors, and I'm glad to know that we're neighbors now. Who knew? But I love
I
it.
did want to
Any
share
any
something if
final
you don't
thoughts?
mind.
Yes, final thoughts. Share with me.
Yes, I did want to tell you all. In my journey, I have collaborated with a bunch of women, and I became an author last year, and
Wow,
this is my new
congratulations.
book. So if any of you would like to read it, it's about women who lead by leaving a legacy in our life,
Mhm.
and this is my book. So if you
Awesome.
get it, it's on Amazon. It's called Rise
Nice.
Up:
I love
Women Who
it.
Lead by Building a Legacy, and there's me on the back. We have 33 different women. We've all come together. We each
Wow.
have our own chapter
Hmm.
and tell a little bit about our story, about leaving a legacy, and about women rising up and coming together. But I did want to share that because I don't know if you guys knew I had that on the market, but I'm really excited. I had finally got a book. Me and
That's
Nefertina
wonderful.
Sereno, Dr. Nefertina Sereno, she was
Right,
she
right.
pulled us all together and we had a vision, and this is exciting.
And there it is. No,
So what
that's wonderful.
and then again,
I
I don't know if
love to
anybody
see
saw
that.
that.
Yeah, let me see.
Rise
Bring it
Up:
back again. Let me get a little
Women
bit.
Who Lead, Building Legacy, and then and you can get on Amazon. And
Mm-hmm.
it was actually the number one bestseller the first day it came out. So if anybody's
Wow.
interested in that, I just have a chapter in there, so that's kind of exciting as part of my journey. um so, and I do a lot of different things, in my pageantry. I'm an advocate for the Arthritis Foundation. Have a lot of things like that going on. We have the Walk for the Cure and things like that coming up that we do with our community, get people involved so they understand that. A lot of times
Right,
when we
right,
go
right.
through things, our pain is actually brings us into our passion to help others, to bring things forward to the light so they understand things too. That's something the pageantry does too. Things that
Right.
we go through, it gives us a platform to share
Hmm.
with others about what we went through to help them out, that they can get through too. They say, how, well, look at you. You've got to this place and look where you've gotten to and look what you've been through, and helps them be stronger that they can do it too.
I
So
love it. Again,
very
being
important.
that inspiration piece, the empowerment, Y'all heard it here. Check out Tracia's book. I will have all of your information in the show notes. And so,
Yay!
anybody, yes, all your information. We'll have a link how to get that book. Definitely get that. It's definitely going to be on my to-do list, like right when we get off this call.
Oh, I think
I
you'll love
love
it.
it.
It's like great. I mean, there's a lot of different I have my own chapter, so mine's 1 out of 33. So when you find me in there, it'll be exciting. So and I think you can get it on Kindle too. So if you wanted to just do
I'm
it by
yes.
read too. So
I do all I love books in all forms. So Kindle, Audible, and just, hard copy book. I love all the things when it comes to books. Well, I
oh
love it.
yeah.
Well, I look forward
Yes.
to it. I want to thank you again for joining me. It has been a pleasure. Definitely hang on so I can get some information from you. But everybody else, thank you so much for joining us. And remember, here's to you becoming the best version of you.